I'm a little embarrassed to talk about this. I recently spent a lot of money on something um, that I have no idea if it's going to be good or not.
Dun dun dun.
Um, there's a Japanese band called Divorce. I'm guessing on the pronunciation.
I totally know this band.
And everything
I'm
I've
surprised because I don't really like Japanese music that much.
Ooh.
That's a story for another day.
Yeah.
The more we know about each other, it's just like,
why are we friends?
yeah.
Super Nintendo Dr. Mario doesn't like Japanese
Yeah.
grind.
Divorce is how I say it.
Okay.
But I'm not right.
Well, everything I've heard from them is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a CD that I've been unable to find. Like,
I'm sorry, you listen to CDs?
when it's the only format that it was released on.
That's cute.
But also...
Listen, compact discs are not friends of mine, so don't call them CDs.
CDs. Yeah.
You know, it's nickname.
Bust out your Victrola.
Yeah, right?
So, I broke down and spent a ludicrous amount of money on this
On a
thing.
CD?
Yeah.
Can I guess?
Yeah. You can guess.
Okay. You, John Burton, spent a lot of money on a CD. All right. $35.
More. But
What?
But that's it. You get one guess. It's more than that.
Is it a single CD? It's not a double.
No, it is a single full length.
Oh, tell me about the packaging.
I believe it is just a standard Japanese CD with an obi strip, but it is new.
What's an
and
obi
sealed.
strip? Like
It's the
like a pregnancy test?
No, it has nothing to do with diaphragms.
Okay, I'm so confused. OB is a tampon strip.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
no idea where you're going with this.
It's just a useless piece of paper that like wraps around like a CD.
Oh, so it's like a cardboard thing, not a jewel case.
Yeah, no. It's a jewel. I believe it's a jewel case that's got like.
You haven't gotten this
I
yet.
haven't gotten it yet. I like just ordered this.
Okay.
But I'm hoping it's amazing. Otherwise, I'm gonna feel like a total dum-dum.
What's new?
I do hate myself, so feeling like a dum-dum is pretty regular for me. But like this time, I will be able to like pinpoint why I feel like an idiot.
It's good to know the source.
Yeah, I feel like that's. Okay.
I'm a failure at Dr. Mario for Super Nintendo on Xbox. I mean, it makes sense. You know?
Yeah.
It makes sense. I know where to go from here. That's what I'm saying. So I think if you have the starting point, you can really work on some self-care. Anyway, back to the OB strip.
I think I'm going to go the other direction. And I think that I'm going to start buying things that are expensive and treating myself just because I can.
That's exactly what someone does to deal with their mental health when they should really be talking to someone. And this is not a joke. I don't joke around about mental health.
Spending money on dumb shit.
Yeah, that's capitalism. All right. We're going to get you some resources later. I'm not even kidding, because it is pointless to buy your happiness. But OB strip is a paper in a jewel case.
Yeah, it's
There's no booklet, probably.
I mean, it's probably got some degree of a booklet. I probably won't be able to read anything about it.
Can I ask you where it's being shipped from and if you're including the shipping cost in the price?
Japan, and it is getting shipped for free due to the fact that another expensive CD that I cannot find the music from online in any shape or form was listed as available on their Discogs page, but was actually already sold. So they were like, hey, this isn't here. We're very sorry. And I was like, oh, man. Oh, shucks. I don't know if I still want one CD with all that shipping. Would you consider shipping it for free? And they did.
So it was pretty expensive for them to ship it for free from Japan.
Yes.
As like a person probably, or a small.
No, it
store.
is like it is like a pretty big time like used stuff outlet.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You're turning red because you wanted another CD, which is whatever.
These things were only released on CD.
More than $35.
Let's talk about the economics of putting out a record in today's world. Because
I don't know much about that. I mean, I do a little bit, having Aaron from Nerve Alter defeat us.
so I've now been
and now Chapang, kind of.
I've now been involved in putting out every Durian record because we're
Who?
You suck. Much like your response is very similar to that of labels. And basically nobody wants to do anything with a band that they don't think is going to sell anything, and understandably so. But you know, so I've put out in conjunction with labels at this point, like our only 2 vinyl releases. What's the max you will pay for a 7-inch from a band?
Is it new?
Yeah.
And it's probably some band I think is good, but I've never actually seen because they're always like opening, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If it's good packaging.
No. Just a like standard like punk 7-inch, like a 1-panel folds kind of deal.
$6. If it's $7 or $8 and it's like shitty packaging, I like scoff at it, and then I probably still buy it anyway because I'm half drunk, and I probably spent more on the beer.
Right. So
1 beer.
Paying more than $5 for a 7-inch is like a new ludicrous thing that I just can't wrap my head around. Like when the split came out, the label was selling them for $7.
Which label was this?
Now let me finish before I sound like I'm talking shit on a guy who I actually do like, and his label is very good, and I like a lot of the stuff he puts out. He probably wasn't making any money off of that. If you're doing,
and how much was it?
$7.
$7.
So the Durian 7-inch is limited to 200 copies, and that's not to make it any sort of collectible item.
Isn't it cheaper per copy to do more?
Yes.
But then you have more.
Then
just
you've got
sitting
more
there.
just sitting around.
Right.
Yes. So.
Damned if you do, damned if you
don't. Right?
Yeah.
So we did 200 of them because that's a reasonable amount for us to
Isn't that the
move.
smallest run you can kind of do?
Yeah, actually, I'm surprised that they can even do 200. Most places won't touch it anything below 300.
Right.
But basically, we did that and like not black and white covers, but 2-color fronts, 1-color inside. So essentially, almost as cheap.
Black and white is actually 2 colors.
Paper is white. You don't print white, dum-dum. So basically almost as cheap of a record as you could make. And
which colors did you use? Because I don't.
Because you haven't seen the record.
No, you have a record.
Blue and black. And it basically, we're selling them like almost at cost. Like they, like literally, I think we were making like 20 cents on each record and selling them for $5 because I can't justify selling one of my records for more than $5.
Okay.
So like, on the flip side, if CDs were cool, I could get those same CDs made for like $1 a piece.
Of course, but CDs aren't cool.
They're not cool,
and they're never going to be cool again.
No, that's fine.
But I didn't think raves would be a thing again. So I don't actually know what I'm talking about. I didn't think they'd remake Dr. Mario for Super Nintendo. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. Hold out for CDs. I think some bands could put out CDs and they're cool, like Divorce. I
hate you.
I have something by them. Do I have a record?
You probably have a tape that I dubbed you.
Oh my God, that's why I know them. Because of you.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
I totally do have a tape of them.
Yeah. So I'm debating whether or not to
that's
just,
how I know how to pronounce it. I'm actually just
probably have the
pronouncing
same
it how
conversation.
you're pronouncing it. So I actually don't know how to pronounce it at all.
So this is just like tribal knowledge of like how to say Agathocles or Agathocles.
Yes.
Or, as Logan once correctly taught me to pronounce, Agot Hokels.
Die Borke. Yes. Okay, so back to this. I'm thinking less than $1 to make. Maybe even $1 or $2.
Oh, I'm not gonna. You had one guess that I was going to acknowledge.
$63.
I'm not gonna acknowledge any other guesses.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
All right. I think that you said one more, but it's fine.
No. I said you get one,
Take
and
it back.
you said 35.
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
I will say it is more than that.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that if
So
you
the other CD, was it Maruda that you were trying to buy, or what?
How dare you? The only stuff from Maruda I've ever heard was the tracks on the comp we were on with them. I wasn't a fan. It's not my steez.
Yeah.
It's too much like knowing how to play the guitar. I don't fuck with that.